Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Edmonton Oilers Be a GM here for NHL 15. Finished the trade deadline, ready to wrap up the season. Now, we said we got 19 games remaining on the calendar. If we take a look at the team standings, we're at 62 points, and we only need 64 at the moment to get into the playoffs. So we're only 2 to 4 points, anywhere between 2 to 5 points off of the playoffs. So I think we're definitely in a position here, especially adding Victor Hedman, to be in a good spot. So I'm going to sim to the end of the month here and see how we do. This is the month of March. This is the last full month that we play, and there's a 4-3 loss right off the bat, but I think that was in overtime, so that's okay. Now, we're hoping that Victor Hedman can provide that defensive edge for our team, considering we only really gave up a backup goalie and a top 4 defenseman and future picks years and years and years, 5 years down the road, for a top, wow, 3 losses in a row. There you go. For a top defenseman now. That was the idea here, was let Ben Scrivens take the reins here as our starting goalie. We didn't get a starting goalie, though. You know, that's the one thing we are lacking, is a starting netminder. But that, I mean, you can have a guy like Ben Scrivens step in and make a huge difference for your team. It can be a total luck of the draw. But obviously, down the road, we would like our team to have, you know, a real NHL starter. I mean, we're losing 7-0 there. You know, I mean, Bachman could have been in net, but, you know, we need to, and there's another loss. That's two games in a row we've been shut out. So I was really hoping that this month would be a definitive winning month, adding Victor Hedman. Now, obviously, even if it's not great this year, we have the opportunity to be strong next year because we still retained that pick. So we didn't gamble too much. Really, the only thing we did was allow us to be competitive in the future. Wow, okay, stop the sim. My goodness, what's going on with the scoring? Stop the sim. Stop. Oh my goodness! 1, 2, 3, 4 times shutout in the last 5 games. That's not going to win games. We are probably out of the playoff picture at this point. 69 points. Actually, we're not, which is ridiculous. We are currently sitting... Well, we are. We're about 8 points out of the playoffs. Or 9 points out of the playoffs behind St. Louis and Anaheim. 9 points, and we don't have too many games left, so we got to go really slow here. How many games we got left? 1, 2, 6, 9. 9 games remaining, and we're 9 points out. So we need to win almost every game. So we're going to go very slowly here, thanks to all these losses this month. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 losses, 6, 7, 8 losses. We've only won 3 games this month. All right, let's sim this game. Let's go really slow. Let's hope we do well. First period, nothing. Second, oh, down 2. Third, 3-2 the final, and we come out with nothing. All right, it's unfortunate. All right, Jesus Christ, man, it's so disappointing. So disappointing that you can have such a strong year, or such a strong additions made at the trade deadline, and nothing. There's no reward for it whatsoever. All right. I'm not saying we're the best team out there, but offensively we should be scoring. NHL, WHL. Sure. 3 weeks, whatever. We may not even make the playoffs anyway. All right, here's the game against Colorado now. So this is game 2 of 9. First period, tied at 1. Second, down to times 8. There you go, Darren Helm. Come on, guys, drive it to overtime. Thank you. Yes, there you go. David Perron gets the winner in the shootout. Nice. So that's a big 2 points for us. We need that, and here comes a bunch of games against teams that we need to beat. We need to beat them. There's no doubt about it. I mean, if we take a look at the team standings now, we currently sit at 71 points, and one of the teams we need to catch is St. Louis, who we're 11 points behind right now. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left, and we're 11 points back. It's nearly impossible at this point. Nearly impossible. And we're only a point ahead of Winnipeg, so I think it's pretty much done. I think it's pretty much done at this point. We'll go really slow. First period, 1-0. Second, 2-0. Third, 3-1 the final. David Perron is saying, hey, I'm not going down without a fight this year. I want to be competitive still. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Alright. Team standings now. We're at 73 points. And we are now 9 points back from St. Louis. So that's better. That's okay. That means they lost. So it's still within reach. We're not eliminated yet. Okay? So here we go. First period. 2-0. Second. 3-1. 4-2 the final. Nicely done, guys. Good job. Okay, so there's, we're helping ourselves. We're doing something for our case here. We've won 3 in a row. All right, now we'll go up to Calgary. I mean, one setback here against St. Louis, and we're screwed. And we are screwed in these playoffs. All right? It's a tight race. It is such a tight race here at this point. No room for error. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 games left, and we have to win all of them, I believe. Let's see, where do we stand now? 75 points, and St. Louis is now 11 points up on us. Mind you, we can catch LA. We can catch LA at this point. They're only at 83 points. All right, LA's got 83 points, and the third place position is guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, okay? So, they are 8 points ahead of us, and we've got 4 games left. We could tie them. If they lose all their games, we have to win all our games. This is the only hope. First period, down 3-0. That's a terrible game. Second, it's over. Oh, we came close, 5-4 the final, but that's it. The season's done now. We're out of the playoffs. I will just sim to the end here. Let's hope we do as well. Stop the sim. Let's see where we are. Not where we are. We need to check standings. We are at 75 points. We could still finish last in the league. Because who's got the lowest amount of points? Dallas. If they win their last 3 games, they get 6 points. That's the same as us. That's the same as us. So, we are going to go to coaching options. Edit lines. We're going to go to the NHL. Goaltending first. Bachman's going in. Okay. On the offensive categories. You know what? Let the chips fall where they may. Our pick's going to be high anyway. It's going to be top 5. Let's just lose. We're praying for losses now at this point. That's how close we were to the cusp. We could have ended up in the playoffs or out and picking last in the league. Okay, there's 1 loss. Good job, guys. Come on. Everybody else needs to lose too. Or needs to win. We need to lose. Yes, yes, yes. Good job. Another loss. 1 more and that'll do. That'll do us. I don't care if we didn't meet expectations. That doesn't bother me at all. Loss. 6-1 win. It was a crunching win. All right. Standings. That puts us at 77 points. 1, 2, 3 teams ahead of us. We are going to be picking 4th roughly. We'll see how things go. Anybody can win then. Anybody can win. We're picking 4th overall. We're not going to get Connor McDavid, but we may still get a top pick. And we can actually probably trade our pick and get Connor McDavid if we wanted. I said I'd be able to make trades at the draft, so we'll see how things go. Looks like Stamkos had 55 goals this year. Nice to see the real scorers getting goals. Hall had 42. Assists, doesn't look like we're up there. Points, we are not up there anymore. Crosby and Kane both had over 100. Stamkos at 96. We didn't get the wins. Obviously, we're out of the playoffs, so there's not much to talk about there. Stats Central, look at team standings. We finished 27th in the league, so hopefully we'll be picking 4th overall. We'll see how things go. Is everybody done? Yeah, looks like everybody's done. Goals for per game, we ended up in 23rd. Goals against per game, 23rd. Power play, 12th, a very strong power play. And our penalty kill, 10th. So really good on our special teams. We just needed to be better 5-on-5, I guess. I think a lot of it comes down to goaltending now. We'll see how things go. We're going to have a year for everybody to get better. Player stats, NHL. And we got Draisaitl coming up too. He might even be ready for the big times next year. He might be. All right, so Taylor Hall put up 80 points in 82 games. That's not as good. That's not the best he's ever had. He had 80 points in 75 last year, but a much better plus-minus. Nugi had 69 points. That's better than last year by quite a bit. That's a career best for him. Eberle had 65 points. That's the same as last year in 2 more games, so that's not bad. Perron, 61 points. That's better than last year. So Perron continues to be a bright light for us. Yakupov at 61 points. That's a career year for him. 23 goals. You may even see him switch over to green, or sorry, to yellow from red. It happens. Darren Helm had 53 points for us on the second line. He did a great job for us, I think. Justin Schultz had 48 points. That is a career best for him. Obviously by 15 points too, and a -2. Everybody's trending upwards. Victor Hedman had 45 points, down from 55 last year, but that's okay. I think Victor Hedman will be somebody that will be competitive for us and help and be really good, really strong player. Boyd Gordon had 21 points. That's about the same as last year. Pouliot, he had 20 points. That's way down from last year, but he's also playing on the third line. Matt Hendricks, 16 points. That's best. That's probably a career best for him. He played 48 games here and had. It's about the same. About the same. Yoansu had 16 points. That's his best year. -27 though. That third, fourth line was horrible. Fane was a -5 and 16 points. Marincin had 15 points. That's his best NHL year. Even if you doubled this up, that's better. -26 though. Roman Horak, -23, 11 points. He went to a 78. Nikita Nikitin, 11 points and a +2. Salo, 8 points and a +5. Andrew Ferentz was a -27 and 5 points. And Luke Gazdic was a -20 and 3 goals. He scored 3 goals in this year, and he was a -20. So we definitely will be changing our bottom 6 next year. Look at goalies here. Goals against average for Scrivens was a 280 and a save percentage of 90. So not good enough. You know, he competed at a level that was backup goalie level. We need to improve that. Maybe that's something we do at the draft too. Maybe. All right. So let's actually, you know what? I'm going to go to my GM tracker and see if there's anything we can do to apply. So yeah, we got some for Pro Scout, Amateur Scout, Medical Staff. Let's upgrade that and let's upgrade that. All right. So we'll get those guys up to a nice level. And then we will sim ahead to June 13th. Now, at the draft, we have the opportunity here to move into that first pick, no matter who gets it. You got 35 wins. That's not acceptable. We're only 3 off. I won't tolerate these type of seasons, so I hope you have a plan next year. Really, owner? I seriously doubt that Daryl Cates has ever said that to his GMs. Usually, he's blowing their dicks pretty hardcore. But you know, I mean, we're building arenas, right? We're in our new arena at the beginning of next year. Is it 2015-16 or 16-17? I don't remember. I don't remember when it's supposed to be ready, but maybe the Oilers will be moving into it right now. No, it's got to be 2016-17. It's got to be. All right. Forwards. WHL. Top 10 there, Barzal. OHL. They got top 5 there. You know about all those guys. The Q, nobody. I want to look at those goalies that we scouted in the OHL. Yeah, there were quite a few. Quite a few. United Q. Let's scout you for 2. Let's scout there for 3 weeks because they actually have a couple top prospects. And we'll be able to scout the OHL one more time just to figure out what those top players are all about. Because we want to be able to go into that draft and pick the best player. And if it's not Connor McDavid for us, it's going to be somebody. We got to find somebody else. And I think I'd like to pick up a goalie. I really do. I think I'd like to draft a goalie. I mean, or a top defenseman. If we can get a 4.5 star defenseman, that'd be really, really nice. Should we have sent some guys down to the AHL to assist? I mean, Josital's not down there. He's. Oh, wait, that's the one thing I wanted to check. You know what? I'm going to wait till... Yeah, I'm going to stop there. Hold on. I want to take a look at... is it coaching options under player growth? No, it's GM options. It's got to be GM options. There's an option for player growth. Progress reports, right? There you go. Who's got the most attributes modified? Marincin and Nugent Hopkins. So you can see that Marincin is an 81 overall, so he went way up. Nugent Hopkins went up to an 87, so he jumped up 2 overall, Marincin, from 79 to 81. And Nugent Hopkins went from an 86 to an 87. And then now Yakupov went up, or Horak went up to a 78. Yakupov had 1 attribute increase, did not go up in overall, neither did Hall. That's okay. We look at the AHL though. Martin Gernat went up 2 overall. Mraz went up 1, and Iwanek went up 69 overall. I can't look at my WHL though. I can't look at that. That's too bad. How about goalies? Bachman and Scrivens did an upgrade. Brossois, Tohima, and Picard, and Buns. None of them upgraded at all. So goalie-wise, we didn't see any increase at all. All right, but you can see big increase for Nuji, big increase for Marincin. I mean, those are guys that are going to be great for us. Marincin's going to be a solid prospect. If he's 81 now, think about it. When the season starts, Marincin could be an 83 or an 84 overall defenseman. That would be really nice. And if players progress the way that they say, I heard they do, we could actually see Draisaitl playing a third-line role for us next year. That's how good it could be. All right. We've got a couple first-rounders there. Let's take a look. You got the forwards, a top 5 in Barzal. OHL's got 2 top 5s. So I'm going to scout there for the rest of it. And then if we don't get it, oh well, we'll do the, what do you call that? We actually might be able to scout one more time. We might get a little bit more out of it. What was I going to say? We can do the top prospects game to find out what everybody's overall is. Oh, have a big stretch here. Have a big stretch. Come on, game. Come on. I really wish it is going. I find the sim is a little bit quicker. It seems to be doing like 2 days at a time here. Look at that, how quick it is. You're already in June, the 3rd. Oh, we're getting a free agency now, so it must be almost done. Scout assignment. All right, we got to the OHL. All right, now let's go forwards in the WHL. We'll scout that for 2 weeks because there's a top 5 there. Perfect. Is it over? Let's check awards. I don't know. It usually kicks over and it'll tell you. Awards. No, it's not there yet. Who's in the finals? Let's take a look. Playoff tree. We've got Philadelphia. Philadelphia won, so it hasn't kicked over. Philadelphia beat Colorado in the finals to win the Stanley Cup. Holy moly. All right. So let's just let it kick over here. It's going to happen right away. I'm so interested to see Draisaitl, to see how good he got. I'm really excited. Oh, wow. We're still not there. Oh, it's the 16th. It's the 16th, right? Brodeur is still a free agent. It's too bad there's no... I wonder if more players slip to free agency now, too. That would make things more realistic, because that's one thing that never happened. You never saw a bidding war for top-end prospects. Not very often. It only happened late in the series. And Portland won for the AHL, the Calder Cup. Okay, so we are going to sim up to pass the top prospects game, and we're going to make some notes on a... Oh, fucking thing. I got to change... Hold on, I got to change my inputs. There we go. All right. There we go. Sorry, I was looking away. Okay, so it looks like some guy... We'll get everybody drop now. Brodeur's now an 81 overall. No, we're not going to play the top prospects game. Okay, so these are the guys that tell us we should go after. Center. We've got Nicholas Waugh. You know, I'm just going to take a picture of it. No, you know, I got to make notes. We got defense. Travis Dermott. We got defense. Vince Dunn. Right wing. Mate Baran. And then we got center. Matthew Barzal. That's the guy that's top 5, okay? So, those are the guys that they're recommending. Now, we're going to go into GM options. We are going to go to scouting. And we're going to go to top prospect. Oh, no, not top prospect game yet. We want to go to scouting. Not a scout assignment. God damn it. I keep going to the wrong spot. Back. Scouting report. There we go. To figure out who's considered top 10 and all that crap. So, Connor McDavid, obviously, we're going to take a look at him. We know what he's about, but we want to look what he's at in overall. So, center, Connor McDavid. He's top 5. So, we'll put that in there that he's top 5. We've got Travis Konecny. He is also a center. Konecny. Sorry, Konecny. Connect the cuts, connect the cuts. He is considered a top 5. Okay. And then we've got defenseman. Ryan Pilon. He's top 5. And then we've got Matthew, a center. Matthew Barzal. That's the one they're telling us is pretty good. So we'll actually just put that next to him that he's T5. Top 5. I put little notes down. Top 5. Okay. And then we've got Vince Dunn and Nicholas Milosh. Vince Dunn is considered top 10. And Nicholas Milosh, yeah, is a defenseman. Nicholas Milosh, and he's a top 10. And then there's a couple goalies here that have that top 10 status as well. Hold on. There's actually a top 5 goalie. Jake Smith. He's actually quite old, too. Jake Smith. Hold on. He's a goalie. Jake. Oh my goodness. I can't type today. Jake Smith. Top 5. We've also got Jack Flynn. The goalie. Jack Flynn. It's actually uncommon to have INN. Then we got Zach Fortin. And then we'll look at overalls. Top 10. And then we've also got Blake Richard. There we go. Okay, so that's everybody written down now. How are we doing for time here? Yeah, we're getting a little bit over. We'll just look at player overalls. And then after that, we will zip along. So, first things first. Top prospects right. Red, whatever. Centers. We got quite a few centers. We'll go by last name. Okay. This is by last name. So, Konecki's 1. He's 63 overall. He's 63. Okay. Who else do we have here as a center? There's Barzal. He's not on this team. Nicholas Waugh. That's it. Nicholas Waugh, Connor McDavid. And they're not on here. They're neither of them on here. Are they on white? Barzal. There you go. Barzal's 66 overall. Where are you, Barzal? There we go. Okay. And McDavid is 74. Wow. Okay. McDavid you got to go after. And he's 4.5 green stars. We know that. And Waugh is 63. Okay, he might be an interesting prospect because we didn't check to see where he... Actually, we got to finish scouting those guys, too, before we back out of this. Okay, now we've got no wingers. It's all defense from here and goalies. So, defense. Vince Dunn is considered 60 overall. Okay. Now, we also had Pylon, Milosh, and Dermott. Okay, so Pylon, Milosh, and Dermott. So, here's Dermott. He's 60. Okay. Milosh is 61. Where's Milosh? He's considered top 10. Milosh. And Dermott is 60. We had 60. And Pilon, 63. Okay, and he's considered top 5. Now, goalies. Zach Fortin is considered 67. That's pretty good. Jake Smith is a 73. My goodness, it's a really good goalie. And, whoops. Flynn is a 67, so we're almost there. And Richard is a 60. Okay, so we are missing out on a couple prospects that we got the over. Oh, there is a right winger. Hold on, there's a right winger. Baran, he's a 70. Matej Baran. So what? I wonder what they've got them rated as, because we do need to go scout them really quickly. So we're looking for Nick Waugh, Travis Dermott, and Baran. Okay, so let's scroll down here. Well, look at that. Norse DeBoro. My goodness, that's a crazy name. What the hell are they? They might be Baran. They've got him as a second, third round pick. Really? Okay. So it might be good to actually listen to your scouts. They might actually do something for you. Okay, I'm just going to put just 2/3 so we know. 2/3. Okay, so that we know we should get him at the end of the second or the early third. Okay. And then the other guy was... Who was it again? McDermott. I haven't seen him yet either. Or not just Dermott. Dermott. There he is. He's a 3/4. Travis Dermott. Alright. 3/4. So I believe that... Oh, and then Waugh. Waugh was the other one. I'm just going to switch over to centers. Just so I know. For sure. Because I don't want to miss him. Because there's so many names. There he is. He's considered a third rounder, Nick Waugh. All right, and I think that's everybody then. Yes, that is everyone. So we could actually pick up some nice depth picks here, guys. Nice depth picks. I think that I'm gonna assemble my without in the recording here, I'm going to assemble my draft list, and then we are going to go after these players, okay? We're going to make sure that we have the ones in place to take them. So I'll leave it there. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.